most women are not getting pregnant. This medicine was actually supposed to make them not have kids. But like I said, they never question, because for us, even though Africa was colonized, we still think Mzungu, or that white person, is always for a good deed. Remembering the holiday party we had with. We are lost as a continent. Let's not just talk about Africa, but as a continent, as long as you're poor. Hi guys. Jambos guys, again we are coming back from work, and it's super late today, so it's the weekend, so many people out here today, even though the weather is not that nice. Today I'm going to talk about something that I realized, or someone told me, like a colleague of mine. I think that's maybe a few years back, and I so much wanted to talk to you about this thing, guys. So you remember that COVID time in Germany back then? During COVID times, you had to be, what do you call it? I'm going to write the name here. Guys, I'm so sorry, I'm always writing names down below. Anyway, this is a very serious topic. So back then during COVID times, if you were working in a social place like hospital, kindergarten, school, everywhere you have to do to like deal with people, like contact with people, like the nursing industry or in the hospitals, you had to get immunized, like the COVID jab. Do you call it jab? So you had to get that. Otherwise, if you did not get that, you were forced to do COVID tests every day. And I remember back then a lot of nurses left the nursing industry because they are like, I do not want in any way to get this COVID job, because one, I do not know if it's if there's enough study for this job that you're giving us, COVID stuff that you're giving us. Like, there has never been COVID before, and you just got this job, and now you want to tell us it's going to work. So most people say they do not want to have it. Like, they do not want to get immunized. Do you say immunized, guys? So like I said, a lot of nurses left the industry, like the nursing industry. And so those who were there either had to get COVID tests every day they came to work, or at least where I used to work, or you get immunized, the COVID job. Okay, so back then I remember there was this one nurse, I think she did not get it, or did she? I'm not sure. So one time we both had late shifts, and we were talking, like I had gotten this COVID job for like 3 times. Like, they had to tell you when to take the next one, okay? Like, this one is this long, so this and this time is your next job, okay? So we did what they said, those who accepted to do it. So this time I was talking, or we were just conversing with this colleague of mine, and she started telling me or asking me if I know about this depopulation jobs that they give people in Africa. And I was like, nope, I do not know of any. So I had to let that person get away, because I don't like when people are driving like so close to me. like they're in a hurry, so just let them pass. So I told her, I've not heard about it. Tell me about it. Tell me something about it. So she was like, this has been going on for quite some time. So this has been going on for quite some time, and they basically go to Africa, especially to village people who do not have a lot of knowledge, and they start giving free things, including medicine, immunizing kids, women, like children, like giving them some medicine, okay? And you know, in the village, in African villages, when people like our villagers, when they see a white person in the village, they all think it's for the good reasons. Like, no one is going to judge these people, like what are they doing in the village and all that. All they think is, these are white people, they just came to give us free sweets, free medicine, so let's gather there and get free things. So I heard this has been going on, or until I heard that story, I'm not sure if it's still going on, until that time that I heard that story. I think that has been going on for quite some years, especially by these big bosses, these big people, these pharmacy industries and all that. They basically have their medicines that they bring out, and they're not yet sure if it's going to work. So the first people who get to test the medicine are Africans, okay? African villagers, African slums, the poor people in general, who cannot afford medicine, who cannot afford health care and all that stuff. And of course, they never question some things like, what is it, why you gave me this and that. You know, villagers will just gather somewhere where there's free things and get free things. They have headache, but they get medicine maybe for other stuffs. But like I said, they never question, because for us, even though Africa was colonized, we still think Mzungu, or that white person, is always for a good deed whenever he's around, okay? And I'm not saying white people in Africa are bad people now, but of course we have people who are misusing this African innocence, especially the villagers who do not have the literacy needed. So so back then when I was in nursing school, I remember we got to watch a certain film, and this film was all about white people being in certain African countries, but that was just a film. I don't know if it was based on a true story, but they were testing medicine on Africans back then. I can't remember what the name of the film is. Maybe if I get to know the name, I'm going to put it down below. But they were actually testing medicine on innocent Africans who did not know what was going on. And all I'm saying is, this whole medicine testing, this whole immunization stuffs, sometimes they are up to no good. I know I'm like in the health industry, I should be like, wow, someone is cooking garlic with garlic. Like, I should be encouraging people for such things. But as time goes by, I also realize these whole jabs, these whole immunization stuffs, sometimes they're not up to no good, guys. Because you never know what they have in them. You never know things like, why are they made, what are they testing and all that. So this lady told me back then, these jabs are all meant to what do you call it, depopulate Africa. So the reason they are doing that is to depopulate Africa. And she actually told me she knew about places where women were given certain medicine or jabs or immunizations, and these were especially young women in who are supposed to be having kids and all that maybe in the next few years. So they all got this medicine, and this medicine was actually supposed to make them not have kids, and most of them obviously did not know that. And I think there was some article or somewhere she read about it, and there was a very big number of women that got these jabs, medicine, immunization. So when you look at Europe as well, like the other day we were talking about things happening like today, you know. So they used to do those things to Africans, and so the last days I've seen a lot of things happening in Europe, and usually say what goes around always comes back around. So the last few years that I've been working this nursing industry, I've realized a lot of negative things in Europe. Like, most women are not getting pregnant, they do not have kids, they want to have kids but they cannot have kids, so they all end up doing the whole IVFs and all those things, or adopting kids. But it's like, how I understand it, like something done intentionally, okay? It's like someone is intentionally doing these things to people. So I might end up going to McDonald's, guys, but I'm not sure. So they're doing these things with intention, like they have their own intentions. So but of course we should also not forget the life, the way people are living nowadays, not healthy lifestyle, like the whole foodstuffs, so many chemicals in food, so many sugars, a lot of not good things, guys. So plus you are saying the last few years as well, a lot of young people, especially because I work in a hospital, I was actually shocked the other day that we actually have a lot of young people getting do you say tumors, cancer, let's say cancer. There's a difference between tumor and cancer, by the way. So there are so many people getting sick, like young people, people sometimes who have a very healthy lifestyle, people who do a lot of sports, but they end up coming for a routine checkup in a hospital, and boom, they have these bad diseases. And you are like, someone somewhere might be knowing something that we do not know. Like, someone should tell us something, what's going on. Like, this cannot be like just like that people are getting this sick, that people are not able to have kids, women who are young, fertile, are not having kids. I cannot understand. Like I said, someone somewhere knows something that we also need to know. But then again, when you look into today's world, it's all about money. Like, everyone wants to get their own part of money. The rich wants to get richer and richer. The big companies are working with the other big companies, like the hospitals are working with big pharmacy groups and companies that who produce this medicine and all that stuff. Like, they're good friends, they work together, they can never be enemies. The whole food industries, they all work together. The hospitals, they do work together, according to me. Like, you can tell us what you know about it, but that is according to me. So these people work together and they actually know what they're doing. So that big food company out there is going to feed you trash, is going to take advantage of unknowing people with no knowledge, young kids especially, giving them, putting substances like chemicals and all that in their food products, in soaps, everything, in water sometimes, I don't know. So those people work with hospitals. So the moment you get sick, obviously you go to the hospital, you get treated, you pay. It's all like about making money. Like, the richer want to get richer, the bigger people want to get more bigger and more famous. So it's a very dirty game, whatever is going on. So guys, I was all talking about today was I know I got out of the topic, but all I was telling you guys is that this depopulation in Africa, if you've heard something about it, please let us know. But this colleague of mine told me that back then, and I was like, yo, I've seen back then when I was in Kenya, I realized we used to see a lot of wazungus, a lot of white people, missionaries, I don't know what, coming to villages, giving kids stuffs like medicine. Like, they come with these bars and they open a hospital for a few days and people come there, they get treated. Nobody even bothers to ask exactly what they are doing, because obviously our politicians are busy stealing your money and taking it out countries. So they do not even have that time to question such people. So you guys, you can try and go to a different country, like, and start giving people medicine. Like, as an African, try going to, maybe coming to Germany, just open your small pharmacy there and start treating people, or giving kids in some villages or people medicine. They're going to arrest you immediately. But in our villages back in Africa, they do that the way they want. Nobody controls what they're doing, nobody bothers. Like, guys, we are lost as a continent. Let's not just talk about Africa, but as a continent. As long as you're poor, you have no voice. Like, poor person has never had any voice. But at least back then it was maybe much better. Nowadays you're even worse. You're worse than maybe your pets, because this world is getting so cruel. Like, the intelligent people, they're taking advantage of you. They want to get your money that you even don't have. Like, the less you have, they want to get it away, to take it away. So the poorer you are, the worse life you're going to have. So like I said, this depopulation thing in Africa, it's real. It's real. I've come to believe that, especially since COVID times, guys. And this whole tumor, cancer, number of people like having cancer and all that, it has also become very common in the Western countries, in developed countries. And like I said, someone somewhere knows something that we do not know, and I don't think they're also going to let us know unless we are very lucky. Like, just look at the big people out there, the whole Bill Gates and all those. Look at the kind of things they're doing. Nobody bothers, because the person who is supposed to be bothering is busy making money out of other people. Okay, so yeah, guys, I don't want this video to be that long. Thank you so much, by the way, for subscribing and staying tuned to this channel, and I hope to bring you more videos from like chit chat. Is it called chit chat? Today is not that beautiful outside. I wish it was. Yesterday was very nice. I also did a video in the car. I also did some sushi mukbangs. So yeah, I'm not sure what we're going to be doing today. So tomorrow I'm going to be having a late shift. It's very late already. Tomorrow I'm having late shift, and I'm hoping that I can edit this video for you guys as soon as I can, and then post it so that you guys can have something to watch and also maybe something to learn from. I'm trying to put some information out there for you guys also to learn, and to also make this as a exchange channel, like comment section. Like the more you comment, the more other people get to learn some things, which are very important. By the way, I've also been watching other people's YouTube channels, commenting on most people's channels. If I ever commented to your channel, maybe you can tell us below, down below. But I do comment some informations or something that I know. If someone maybe asked a certain YouTuber something on their comment, and I've seen they have not answered in a long time, sometimes if I know the answer, I do answer, okay? But it's up to them to either accept my answer or not, okay? But I do communicate in people's comments, channels, and all that. So you guys, if you have any information regarding anything, you can comment down below, or maybe to other videos that I've done, so that other people can also learn 1 or 2, 3 things, me included, okay? We are all here to learn, and some informations are like, information shared is like the best information, because we have a lot of people learning every day from each other. Okay guys, I'm going to let you go because my battery is also dying. It's like I'm always having low battery on my camera every time I'm traveling. Guys, let me see if I'm going to maybe get something to eat, but I'm not sure, because you guys, I did cook tilapia yesterday, but I was not able to eat because it was late. And today morning I woke up very early because I was editing a video for you guys today morning. Can you believe that? Before my early shift, I woke up at 3, edited a video for you guys. So you need to comment, please. It's not a must, but please comment. So bye guys, I'm going to see you on the next one.
I rented with you.